tease it.
Hello, welcome to the Feminist Rooster Teeth podcast.
Yay!
I'm Michael, and I run Feminist Rooster Teeth. We have with us our usual people. We don't have a guest today because we're bad. And it's Ali,
Hey!
Shaddy,
Hello.
and Rue.
Hi.
Sneakily put Rue at the back there because I don't like him.
It's because I was late.
Yes.
That's the reason.
Yep.
I was
You're
late
always
today.
late, Rue.
I set my clocks early because I know I'm always late. Yep.
Oh my god, that song just took me back to freshman year in like 2 seconds.
You're so welcome, Ali.
Thanks, Rue.
The
Thanks.
stupidest.
We've been snakes.
The superest.
I think the prime shining example of how much Michael likes Rue is what he responded to Rue's text with.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What was this?
I sent Michael a really nice birthday message.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that, yeah.
And then Michael told him to go fuck himself.
He called me a little
In so many
prick.
ways, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, go fuck yourself. To be fair, you did call me old.
I did call you old, but you are old, Michael.
Mm.
Yeah. Whereas I'm not actually a prick.
Yeah, you are a bit though.
I'm not though.
To quote Sheena, you should probably consider retirement.
Yeah, 26. I should hand the Feminist Rooster Teeth blog over to someone younger.
Yeah, but you see, I'd have to join you in retirement too, because I'm like 24.
Yeah.
Oh, gross, you're also old.
I'm only 22 soon. And
Oh,
like
you're also
3
old,
months.
Ali.
Yeah.
Oh, what a hater.
One of
Come
us
on.
hasn't even hit 20 yet.
No, Rue's what? You're like, what, 18?
I'm like 19. Fuck off.
Ugh, you're so young.
What a little baby in the group.
I'm old enough to vote. It's fine. I'm just gonna keep bringing it back to my polling station disaster.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Rue experienced some serious frustration today trying to do his duty to the country.
Yeah,
Awfully quiet today.
it is.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, your god.
Well, I had a meeting today, and it was pissing it down outside. Like, I'm talking
It was
like
so
the rain.
gross.
The rain was roaring. It was ridiculous. And then thunder and lightning started.
I
I'm
had
like,
to go out and take my shopping and that.
Yes.
Oh no.
It is the worst.
I was wondering why your voice sounded like deeper, like if you had been talking for a while.
Oh yeah, I have. I've been in a meeting today, so I might be all husky
Oh, Michael.
from
God.
from
And I've been running
meetings.
around a little bit trying to get everything set up for a training thing that got cancelled tonight.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have to do some training. Go up to bloody London to facilitate it.
Ooh,
so that's
nice.
gonna be fun.
London's nice though. I miss
Oh,
London.
it's not nice when you have to get up at like 5:30 in the morning to catch a train at like 6
Oh my
o'clock
God.
to get to London at bloody
That
10.
is very true. Yeah.
And then I have to do the bloody training, and then I have to go to Bristol.
Oh my god.
And then I have to stay overnight in Bristol, and then go to a meeting in Bristol the next day.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds like it sucks.
Not
I was just
fun.
gonna complain that I spent the whole day cleaning, but you know, whatever. It's cool.
Yeah.
I spent the whole day in bed.
Fuck off, Ali. I have work
you
tomorrow.
guys.
I have work tomorrow, and I had to clean my whole room and the whole kitchen, and then Jules is coming over.
I didn't realise you had a job, Rue.
I have a job.
But what do you do?
I am a student ambassador. I show people around my flat and tell them why Falmouth is such a great place to study.
Sounds
Aw.
better than my job.
Yeah, I get paid like $6.37 an hour, so it's not too bad, and it's a big open day thing tomorrow. And then in the evening I have my exhibition.
Yeah.
My mind got briefly horrified by $6.49 an hour because I didn't translate it over to pounds or anything. So it was just like $6 an hour. What?
Yeah.
No, it's more like $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Wow, I wish that kind of job existed for a starting kind of thing. That'd be pretty fucking great. What country? What state was it that recently raised the minimum wage?
I don't know, but it should be all of them.
Yeah.
Should be
Yeah, I have no
everywhere.
idea.
I think it was like
Everywhere.
Colorado or something like that. I might be totally, completely, fucking horribly wrong. But...
Yeah. That's
That
what
doesn't
it
work,
sounded
Ali.
like, Ali.
It's the state.
Yeah.
It's
that
yeah.
one. That well-known state.
Yeah.
Ali, just record you saying the correct name later and see if you can edit it in over what you said.
You
Totally
should.
cheating. Nobody will know.
We could just go through all the states now and then just
Edit out
Edit
the
out.
correct one.
yeah.
I don't want to read 50 states.
Reading all
It's
the
for
50
the
states.
podcast, Shaddy.
These are the things we have to do to keep our audiences informed.
But we could also keep them entertained by just editing it in badly later.
Yeah, exactly.
could.
Which is, Ali, just
It
find
sounds
out
like-
which one it is and just put it in a bit.
It's like, instead of me saying Colorado in like a bright, happy voice, it's me in like this really deadpan ass voice going
Colorado,
Michigan. Like a robot voice.
Iowa.
Oh goodness.
Can I say it just so it doesn't fit?
Yeah.
Get Rue to record it so
Totally
Ali's talking, all of a
should.
sudden Rue just cuts in for the correct state and it's gone again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Can we
my
do it?
God. Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Let me
We'll
know
Google
which
it
state
later.
it is so I can do it before I go vote.
Yeah, we'll Google it later. So what's on the list for us today, Michael?
Why is it always me? Why?
Because you're the
You're
one
the
who keeps the
host.
list.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
named after you.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's not named Michael Cast.
Well,
Well,
Well-
but your account is Feminist Rooster Teeth, so
Oh, yeah.
Michael Cast.
Michael Cast. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Imagine if you do the introduction this time as "Welcome to the Michael Cast."
The Michael Cast would be significantly more boring and more intimidating than the Fart Cast.
The Fartcast. I love that.
Dear me.
That was a huge thing in the Minecraft server where I was trying to find the home base, and I don't know who it was, but somebody built out of dirt like the word fart in, and it was like it was like surrounding this little like 8x8 dirt house that was called the Social Justice Warriors Base or something like that. It was really awesome.
Incredible.
Hey.
I keep meaning to play Minecraft with everyone on the chat, but I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I should probably mention we've got an FRT Skype chat, so if you want to be part of that, just shoot me your Skype in my inbox.
Just shoot me.
Yeah, just shoot me.
Shoot
Just
me.
shoot me. I hate the Skype chat. I never go in there.
Oh,
I hate
Oh,
everyone. They annoy me.
I have it
Okay.
running in the
Aw.
background often.
Ali,
Yeah.
yeah, same.
No,
Ali
okay,
and
okay.
Alex always seem really happy to see me. It's really nice. I'm like, oh god.
Yes. No, they're super cool. The only thing is that there's notifications that
Oh,
are
God, yeah.
constantly going.
yeah, but you can change the notification settings. Like I have that. I have it so that it notifies me whenever my name is said.
Are you
Yes.
fucking
Oh.
serious?
I
Yes,
need
you
to look
can
Yeah.
do
into
that, but I can't do that because if I do that, I'll know I missed things.
I want to do that.
Yeah,
That sounds
because we
good.
never talk about you, Michael. You're
Yeah.
not cool enough.
Never.
Oh.
It's like under conversation or something like that. One of the options there. It was I forgot who it was that mentioned it at first, and then I was like, oh, I should totally do this because the more active I'm on for Skype is my wow. I totally failed that sentence from the beginning.
Yeah. Something
Restart
went wrong
and try
there.
again.
Yeah, but that's the pig in the vagina all over again.
No.
Windows 94 boot up sound or something for Ali talking again.
But Windows 94 doesn't exist.
Shut up. I don't know what I was talking about.
I think you meant
Aw.
Windows 95.
98. Yeah, whatever.
But 95 is the closest to 94.
Shut up.
You were close enough, Rue. You were close
I
enough.
fucking tried.
You know when you
But
you
yeah.
know when you try to make a joke and
Yeah.
you nearly get there
Yeah, it's
and
like
then you
that.
just fall flat on your face right before it happens.
Yeah, it's like that. My life is a constant series of that happening as well, so...
It's like the guy trying to bring in the birthday cake, and just as he's about to get to the birthday special guest, he just drops it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that-
face plants onto it.
It's a metaphor
Yeah.
for my life.
Oh
So
It's okay, Ruru.
I totally do have like a list of things to talk about today, but just because you guys tried to make me talk about the list, I'm not going to talk about anything on the list.
Are you
no!
actually
God
fucking
damn it,
kidding?
Michael. Well, that's okay because Shaddy and I have something to talk about.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Total
Wow.
hype.
You're getting
So-
engaged?
No, that's
Yes.
not it. But I mean, it'd be nice, but I'm sure Ali's wonderful, but I don't think that was what we originally planned.
Aww.
I'm
No.
not sure
No.
how Ali's boyfriend would feel about that either.
Eh.
Eh.
I'm kind of glad that Janelle does not listen to these podcasts because he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
No, today was the big Rooster Teeth and Ruby hype announcement day.
Oh yes.
They released the opening for the volume 2, which has everyone
was
absolutely excited.
Fucking incredible. I watched it with my flatmate at the kitchen table, and our drawers were like on the table, like, oh my god.
Oh
So
god, the
good.
animation was
but
gorgeous.
guys-
Absolutely gorgeous.
What?
We can't talk about that because it's on my list.
Well, you know.
No,
fuck-
you can't talk
fuck
about
you
it.
and
We
fuck that
can.
list.
Yeah.
You just said you wouldn't talk about anything on the list, so I guess Michael's just gonna sit quietly while the rest of us babble on for half an hour.
I don't think Michael can sit quietly. He needs all the limelight.
Yeah, I do. And can I remind you who has the power to end this chat?
God damn it, Michael.
Oh, you want to cancel your podcast?
Bye, everybody. I guess we can't talk. Thanks for
Yeah,
enjoying the podcast.
Michael's just decided to call the entire podcast.
Well, to be
Bye.
fair, you guys kind of strung me into the podcast to start with.
Well,
You know.
yeah.
How this podcast got started was like, we were in the tiny chat and these guys were like, oh, we should totally make a podcast.
I
And
think
I'm
that
like-
was my idea, and then...
And then I was like, yeah, sure. And then I just kind of hoped you guys would forget about it.
Oh, man.
And then,
Well, we haven't, and here we are,
Yes.
like 12 episodes later.
We're still
Yeah.
on the web.
Yay!
Yay!
And then you brought it up again next time, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to do this, aren't
Oh.
I?
Well, if you don't enjoy our company every other Thursday, you could always tell us.
Yeah, bro. What would the FRT podcast be without FRT?
We'd find something.
We'll start our own podcast.
It'll be better.
Yeah. No, the podcast is fine now. I'm allergic to effort.
You're allergic to effort. Oh my god. I have never heard anybody say that in my entire life, ever. And now I'm kind of tempted to steal it, so whenever my parents try to make me do something, I'm just be like, no, I'm allergic.
I'm allergic to effort, yeah.
Michael, if you're allergic to effort, have you voted today?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Are you going to?
I was going to, but then I had to get up at
Then
fucking...
it was too much effort.
No, actually, I actually was going to.
Yeah.
But my polling station is in Bodmin, and I had to get up at, like, silly in the morning for a meeting. I had to be at the door by 8 o'clock for a meeting in Taunton.
I know where that is.
And so I spent all day in a meeting. I didn't get in until 6 o'clock.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
completely forgot that today was the day that we're meant to vote. Until someone was like, oh, go and vote. And then I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Are we... What? And they went, yeah, the uni registered, just go and vote.
Yeah.
And then I got lost up the hill. They were like, turn left by the church. There are 3 churches on that road.
But to be honest, European elections aren't exactly the greatest thing I care about in the world.
You can clearly tell by the way he said it that he just doesn't give a fuck.
This isn't like the general election, is it?
No, it's a European election.
What's the difference?
Well, the European election is we're voting for our representative in Europe.
Green, as long as we don't get fucking UKIP or BNP or Tories.
All the Tories.
I would rather. Oh.
Basically, we're trying to. Basically, we're voting. Well, if I was voting today, it would be to stay in the EU. But that's it, really.
Oh, okay, well, I feel slightly less bad about if I don't make it to a polling station if it's not a general election.
Oh, it's definitely not a general election.
Okay,
that's
that's-
not until. That's not. That's. Is that next year or the year after?
I don't know, but now I feel slightly better about. Like, I'd still like to vote, but if I miss it, then I will feel less bad about doing so.
Yeah, and basically all of Europe are voting on it as well, or something. So.
Remember, kids, it's important to vote, but by the time this comes out, it will be irrelevant. Hey!
Not that many British people probably listen to our podcast anyway. I'm sorry to any British people who do. I just totally erased you.
Michael just doesn't think you exist.
Yeah, no,
Michael thinks it's just me and him.
just us.
That's it.
And we
Nobody
happen
else.
to live really close to each other.
Cornish division.
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth, Cornwall.
Feminist teeth. The feminist Rooster Teeth
I
without
was
the
like,
roux.
you know how we think about, you know how Rooster Teeth calls their bands cockfights.
Yeah.
I was trying to think about what we could call ours, and I didn't think feminist might have sounded well.
Oh,
Feminist
God.
cocks.
And feminist cocks doesn't have a ring to it either.
Michael, I'd be honoured to call myself a feminist.
What about
cock.
farts?
Farts.
I'm not calling anybody stinky. You could be the silent but deadly ones. That sound kind of cool.
I don't think that really helped, Allie.
Feminist reason. Feminist reason to use silent but deadly.
Yo, come on. You gotta give me some credit here. Oh, man.
I think we're far from silent, to be fair.
Oh my God.
I think we've reached the peak of quality conversation at this point.
Michael, what's on the list?
Well, the European elections was on the list.
So he's breaking his rule. We can go back to the Ruby.
Yeah,
reveals
Ruby
now.
hype.
Yay, Ruby hype.
So I'm super excited. It was awesome, and the song came out on iTunes yesterday as well,
It did.
Yeah.
so you can get that, and the reveal of the Weiss figurine.
Yay. And I actually
Yeah.
care
A lot
about
of
this
stuff. And
conversation.
apparently, there's something else still.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That there's probably gonna be like an announcement in like a couple of weeks, which is like the midway point between today and when it premieres at RTX.
Yes, because on the day of recording this, there are 42 days until the premiere of Ruby Volume 2. I know
And
this
counting.
because there's a blog counting it down.
Oh,
Oh god, RTX is coming up as well, that's soon.
Yeah.
Fuck all you lot who are gonna get to go.
Yeah.
Fuck you
Oh
all.
no, I'm not agreeing with Michael. Don't fuck you. You're fine. Don't listen to Michael. he's a killjoy.
He's bitter.
I'm silent but deadly.
oh my God.
Oh my god.
Dear God.
Are you guys gonna keep repeating this to me just like the fucking barn and
Pig went into the vagina.
Yep. You can never escape from that now, Allie.
I almost said barn into the vagina. I can't talk today.
I just love how Rue just screamed vagina out.
Oh my God, Ali.
What?
You know, I tried to come to, well, actually, Ali and Michael and everyone. You know, I tried to come into stream last Sunday.
Yeah, your internet just completely shat itself.
Yeah, it completely
Yeah.
died. It went out all the way across the blocks of
Oh my
flats
God.
here.
What did you do, Rue?
I didn't do anything, but it was really sad because Adrian was going to come tiny chat on his computer next door.
Oh
And we were going to do this thing where, like, I was going to be like, oh, I have to go and get some food. And then I was just going to, like, walk into his room and go into frame and be like, hey. Or we were going to,
You
like,
had
swap
plans.
rooms or whatever. But yeah, I said Ali specifically because he was like, oh, I want to see Ali. She's really cute. So.
Can I just say,
Speaking-
Adrian is
speaking-
a big fucking cutie, by the way? No, Michael!
I will.
Michael!
Speaking of cute
Michael.
people in the tiny
Michael, don't you fucking dare! I swear
Oh,
to
no,
God,
no.
I'm going to
I
fucking...
missed this too.
I'm going to
Oh,
shit
no.
all over your inbox, I swear to God.
there's a guy in a tiny
Oh my
chat
God, I hate
that,
you.
that Ali thinks is a little bit attractive.
He's cute!
He wasn't the one with the really hot voice that time, was
Yes.
he?
Yes, I think it's that one. I think he's called William. So shout out to William if you're here. Ali thinks you're hot.
So do
no,
I.
I think
I
he's
mean,
cute,
no, I don't.
okay? It is inappropriate for me to think of anything else because he is young.
Okay.
Okay.
Ali, it's fine. My brother's like a similar age, and I'm digging
And you
myself a
fancy
hole.
your brother?
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
creepy,
fancy
Rue.
my brother. I just thought the guy had a really nice voice.
Yeah.
and it was nice, and
Okay.
he had a aesthetically pleasing face.
Just a reminder to everybody, I am in a relationship and it is monogamous, okay?
So am I.
Alright, so we both have boyfriends, just saying.
Who we love as well,
Yeah.
I guess. Whatever. Feelings are gross.
Oh my God. I love how you tag anything that has to do with jewels on your blog.
It's just Jay.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, whenever you take, like, or, like, whenever you, like, caption it or whatever, it's, like, gross, ew, yuck. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm like disgusting.
Nice commentary
rude.
on your relationship.
Rue, I should come. We should tiny chat together one time, and then like just be in the same room, and then you can get up and come behind my computer, and then everyone will be freaked out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when I move into my new halls when we have Wi-Fi. maybe you should.
We had brought something up like that on one of the tiny chats where we were like, we have to
we had.
recreate Michael's like wall and the whole setting so it
Yeah,
looks like
we were
he's still at
saying
his
it.
house, and then Root just walks in from behind and it's like, hey, illusion destroyed.
I think it's a good idea.
I think the funnier one would be getting Allie or Wiz or me to just wander in behind Michael and
Oh
everyone's
my
just
God.
like, what?
That would be incredible.
That might require a green screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or really expensive plane tickets.
Well, you
Which
know,
I think
you
would
can
cost a
just-
little bit more than a green screen.
Maybe. It's about 1,000
For a green screen?
pounds. No, for plane tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
This makes
that's
me
a lot.
sad.
It's okay, you're all invited to my wedding.
Please don't have your wedding soon.
No, it's not for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years maybe.
Okay, I might be able to save up for plane tickets by then.
I'm getting married tomorrow, Michael. You have to come over tomorrow.
Ali, you have to give me time to become a famous photographer first, okay?
Oh, totally.
And then I'll do your wedding photo.
Oh, you'd have to compete with my sister for that because she's a photographer too.
We
she's
could
a journalist.
both do them.
Aww.
Teamwork.
Oh, Rue, I would love that. That'd be so great.
And then there's some big photographer showdown during the whole event with the two
During-
of them jockeying for position.
Two photographers enter. Only one will survive.
Don't kill my sister, please.
Well, Rue, you know who Allie's voting for.
I like the fact that you suggested that I would kill your sister. I like that you believe in me more.
We all know Rue would win.
I didn't mean that at all. Andrea, I'm sorry. I love you.
It's okay.
I love you. You're the best big sister ever.
It's okay, she probably doesn't listen to the podcast.
No, she probably doesn't. She's probably gonna listen to my other one and hear how much I curse because I literally said fuck every other 2 minutes in that podcast.
Speaking of family and podcasts,
I know where this is going.
you know how we sang "Suck a Dick" last time,
Yeah,
and you took a sample of that
yeah.
and put it on.
Oh no!
And put it on. I put it on my Facebook, and my mum commented on it, like not what I expected to hear.
I just sent Michael an ask and it just said, "Oh my god, your mum heard us singing Suck a Dick."
And then mum was like, "Is it okay if I share it with my friends?"
Wow.
And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh my
Did she
god!
actually say that?
Yeah, she thought it was funny.
Oh my god.
That's
See, my mother would probably
hilarious.
be like "cochina," which is like something in my mom's like way of saying dirty mouth, and then she'd probably like wash my mouth out with soap and be like, "Why would you sing such a thing?" And I'd be like, "I'm sorry."
I'm glad she didn't hear "Let It Flow."
No, no, no.
I still haven't heard it.
You should hear it. How
Oh
could you
my
not
God.
have
I
heard
keep
it?
meaning to. Link me to it later.
Okay.
Oh, it'll be in the
Yes.
link dump probably.
yeah,
Yeah,
now
we'll
we'll
be
be
now
now
that
that we've
we've
mentioned
mentioned.
it. Yeah.
Is that like the second time we've linked something like more than once the same thing
Yeah,
that
probably.
doesn't like include our tumblers?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm still thinking about your mum's comment on it. Michael. I saw it and oh.
I just loved your comment, which was just amazing.
Incredible, I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know what else to say.
Oh my god. I love you guys. You're
I
awesome.
love you too,
Yeah.
Annie.
I love you too.
Stars
Ellie.
in my eyes every time we see each other.
Every time we touch, I get this feeling.
So, it was my birthday 2 days ago.
Happy birthday, Michael!
Thank
Michael
you.
leveled up.
Yes, I leveled up.
Aw,
Plus
Shani, you
and,
said that's so cute.
Thank you for everyone who sent me well wishes on Tumblr. I got lots of messages.
Little
Yay.
texts. Little
Yeah.
text
Yeah.
from your boy.
Yeah, fuck you, Roo.
Oh my
You
god.
couldn't afford it, Michael.
Okay, I was... No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, but Roo, that's assuming I'd want to.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Don't even talk to me, Michael. I'm just gonna sit here in silence and ignore you and just talk to Ali and Shadi.
Okay, you do that.
I will.
I always like that I'm the first mentioned to Rue every time.
Favoritism.
Rue always mentions me first, because Rue's my boy.
It's because I disliked feminist Rooster Teeth.
Yes.
Terrible person.
Yes, I'm a bully.
You heard it here, folks!
He admits it.
Whenever I post up about Michael being mean to me, I tag them with your username in the hopes that those people that actually think you're a terrible person will reblog it, so I can reblog them and be like, "You're actually talking shit about my friend."
It's okay when I do it, but
See
you
how many of
can't.
them you can confuse?
Yeah, Rue used confusion. It was super effective.
So I've heard something interesting on Tumblr the other day about something that Switzerland's voting on.
What would that be?
Well, it's a very very socialist thing to do. So basically, I dropped something. They're going to vote on giving every adult in Switzerland a $2,800 a month mandatory income.
Ooh.
I do remember seeing that actually, yeah.
So basically,
Wow.
every adult in Switzerland gets that income, and it would be tax free.
That sounds really cool.
And then any work on top of that would be taxed, and that would be extra.
But that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I saw a couple comments with people discussing like what the mechanics behind that would be, and if it's as long as it's on top of everything, I think that a lot of people were saying that it would be really good.
Yeah, it would be interesting. It's interesting to see if they do it, because I looked it up in order to talk about it, and the last that was being talked about was October 2013 about voting about it, and I couldn't find any information on if they voted or if it's been tabled or what, or when they're scheduled to vote on it. So
That sounds like a really cool idea, though, if they do go ahead with it.
it's a very interesting idea, because the idea is that everyone would have enough to live on, and then any job that you had would be extra.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That was
That's
because
cool.
that was the one people were talking about on whether or not they would have like if you make more than that they would take it away or pay the difference or you only get the difference or something. But if you say it's definitely on top of everything.
Definitely on top, yeah.
The question is,
Alright.
where do they get all the money that they're going to pay people from?
Well, the thing is that Switzerland wasn't hit by the recession,
Oh.
probably because of their more socialist policies, because they believe in looking after their poor, basically.
Which is something that most people should be doing. And by
Yes.
most people, I mean pretty much everyone, because
Yeah.
it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, and I also the theory is that because the theory goes that most people want to have a purpose and most people want to work. So the theory is that not a lot of, or a minority of people are going to be the type of people that sit and just be happy with whatever the mandatory income. So the theory is that people will still go to work and will still be taxed, and that the money will be fed straight back into the economy because it's kind of like extra money.
Yep.
So it will be fed straight back into because they'll just buy stuff with it. They'll consume.
Yeah.
So that's the theory, and then obviously it gets fed back through sales tax and whatever else.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's also worth noting that in order for this to happen, the tax rate in Switzerland is quite high because they have free healthcare, free education. I think they might have free childcare, but don't quote me on that.
I'm going to quote you on it now. Just
Citation.
deliberately do it.
I think they might, but I'm not sure. And so they have all these, and there's also the roads and everything else that you've got to tax for. So their tax is quite high as a result of that, but also as a result of that, their standard of living is better. So
Yeah.
Yep.
the theory is that it's okay to. See, I actually much prefer countries where you have a very high tax, but where the government pays for everything like education, healthcare, etc., etc. But the reason why I like that is because if the government is paying for that, you don't need that much money anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you would be able to pay for the taxes and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you don't have to pay for your college education, then and you don't have to pay for your healthcare, and you don't have to pay for your childcare, and if a government is giving you enough to live on, then you can afford to have like 70% tax or 80% tax, because
Yeah.
any extra money, it's just extra, isn't it? It's not the basic you need to live on.
What I would do not to have to pay for university.
Oh god, that sounds
Yeah.
incredible.
Oh my god.
I probably would have my degree by now.
A lot of European countries don't actually require you to pay for university,
Oh, why do they do it here?
so you can blame the Tories for that, Rue.
Yay!
Somebody to
remember-
blame!
Fuck the Conservatives!
It used to be free in the UK, and then it went up to £1,000 a year quite some time ago. But in the last 10 years, it's
The
gone up
price
from
now.
in the last 10 years, it's gone up from £1,000 a year here to £9,000 a year. So
And college, like, it's normally like 3 years a course, so it's gonna
yeah,
be
3 to 4 years.
it's gonna
And
be so
bearing
much
in
fun.
mind, because I know that in America, tuition sometimes covers food and board as well.
Doesn't here.
It doesn't here at all. So that's just to go study at the school.
Oh man.
Do you know what I found out? My student loan does not cover my accommodation costs.
It doesn't, no.
No, it doesn't. Which means that I don't know how I'm going to have extra money to pay for food this year. I mean, next year, whatever. And I got allocated a double room, a shared room.
Oh, I
Okay.
saw you were posting about that you had requested for a single room.
Yeah, I've had to request for a single room, mainly because I just don't think that I'd feel mentally happy with another person
Well,
24/7.
As a transgender person, they shouldn't be putting you in a double room anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote that in as well. I put, like, that if I get put with someone who's not trans-friendly, I could potentially be in harm.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting for any American viewers that double rooms are not the norm in the UK. We don't
No,
usually
it's-
share rooms.
It's very, very, like, rare. And, like, I was talking to a load of people from other unis, and they were like, they have they have shared rooms, are you serious? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that. We don't really do that here, so it's a bit weird.
It's very weird.
Because I know in America and stuff, you guys share a room a lot.
Yeah, it's really common because it's easier to pay for,
Yeah.
especially like if the where the students are studying, where they live in is off of campus. They have to pay like the rent or anything like that. They'd have to like get a roommate so that they can pay for the rent.
Yeah, there's a lot of student housing where there's actually just like a house that holds 3 to 5 people, and those are all around the universities in Canada.
We have things like that, like after... I mean, it's kind of standard that first years have a place on campus, but normally they're single rooms, not shared ones. But then, like, for second or third year, people tend to move out of them and get houses with friends and things so that they split the rent and everything. But it's odd to have a shared room for an on-campus room.
Yeah. So like normally the way it would work, we'd have like maybe it's usually about 5 to 9 people in a flat, and each of us has a room, and then we all share a kitchen or two. There might be 2 kitchens, and usually we would have a bathroom
En suite.
either in the room, or depending on the university, you might have like a couple of shared bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how it would normally work here.
Yeah, there's apartments like that around as well
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Canada.
But, like, sharing a room, because obviously I've got social anxiety, I need somewhere by myself to recharge. And to be put in a room with someone else means that I'm not going to have any time by myself to recharge.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to cope at university with a
Yeah.
shared room.
And, like, I also won't feel comfortable if there's someone else in the room and I don't have a binder on. And obviously it's not safe to wear a binder all the time. And I just feel like I had to if there was someone else there.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it my university had shared rooms and the separated rooms like you had.
Yeah.
I had a shared room, but that was because it was something I was okay with, and I liked the much smaller community in that one. It was as opposed to like the 1500 or 3,000 person residence. It was like 300.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with it if it was shared room and I was cis and like didn't have social anxiety or whatever. It's not that I don't want to share my space with someone else. It's that I just don't feel like I'm in a place mentally where I can.
Oh yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I
It would
understand.
also be really unlucky because like there can't be that many shared rooms in Falmouth. Because it is really really rare in the UK.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know it was that rare.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just it's super common like over here. It's like the general idea is it's a privilege basically to have a single room in the US, I think.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's pretty expected to have a single in the
Yeah,
UK.
like
Wow.
I spoke to Jules about it. He went, "Really, Rue? It's like, do you really have these shared rooms? It sounds like something very old-fashioned for the UK." And I was like, "Yeah, I remember my mum saying that she had a shared room." And it was just kind of like, "Oh, cool," but also
That's really
mildly
interesting.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool learning about how like different countries do it and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The university that I had applied to, because I originally was going to go to a different university than the college I'm going to now, which I study at and I stay at home with my parents until I
Yeah.
can move out. But the university that I lived at, they didn't have housing on the campus. And we were expected to get apartments, like, because it was a college town, I guess, so it was a small city. We were expected to get apartments that are around the university to live in, and the rent was ridiculous. I was like, not only did I have to pay like 50K right out of my pocket because the scholarships that I had only covered about, I want to say, 20% of my tuition in total,
Yeah.
but I also had to pay rent, which was like $700-800
Yeah.
maybe.
God, how is it so much more expensive for you? Like, rent for me out here was 400 to 450 at the highest. Per
I
month.
think it's just Florida in general. I'm not sure how it is, the real estate in general is for the rest of the country, but real estate in my city, especially, like rent, normal on average is $1,000, maybe. There's no anything lower than that is really, really crap living, like really shitty.
Wow,
Wow.
that's pretty expensive, even by UK standards.
Mm.
That would be about 650 pounds a month.
God.
Also,
Yeah.
even like you said that 50,000 was the amount you paid after scholarships?
Yeah, basically, because the tuition was like 72,000
For a year or for like
for
multiple years?
because it was 2 years that I was going to study for my bachelor's, so 2 years total would be 72,000.
Wow, it is for all my tuition and all my school stuff for a year, it is 6,000 for me. 6,000 to
Oh my
7,000.
Not
That's a
gonna lie,
dream.
that makes me feel a bit better about my 9,000.
9,000 still not ideal, but
No. Although
Yeah,
I have my student loans on top of that though, because you get because the way it works in the UK is
maintenance grant.
you get you get your tuition loan, which goes straight to the university, which pays off your tuition. Then you get your maintenance loan, which is supposed to pay for accommodation and food and stuff. And then if you're poor like me, you get a maintenance grant as well, which is basically free money that the government gives you as a poor person who's going to university.
I don't think I get a maintenance grant.
You have to. I think your parents have to earn something under something like
Yeah, no, I
35,000 or something.
I don't think I've got one, but I have to send off my day was really boring today. I did cleaning and I phoned people about my name change, which is literally
That's always fun because you always forget someone.
it's horrible. Like I phoned student finance because my dad posted me a form that I have to sign and it's got the wrong name on it, and I had to phone them. I was like, "Oh, I need to change my name." Blah blah blah, and they were like, "Oh, have you sent the form back?" And I was like, "Well, no, because it's got the wrong name on it. Why would I send it if it had the wrong name?" They're like, "Just send it and a copy of your deed poll and your national insurance number, because if you haven't spoken to the DWP, then you need to speak to them and get that done." And I was like, "I have no idea what that even means." Pardon? What?
That
Yes.
sounds like my financial aid office, basically.
I just,
Yeah.
That's the struggle every
Yeah.
like semester.
What even is the DWP?
That's the Department of Work and Pensions.
Do they have to change my national insurance number?
No, they don't have to change your national insurance number, but they still need to change your name.
Right, so should I just like pop them a email or phone them or something?
You're gonna need to phone them to get an address.
Yep.
Or they might have it on their website or something, and you're going to need to... basically, I would look on the website and see if they have any documentation on changing your name.
Okay.
And then I would phone them if they don't and ask them exactly what you need to do. It's also worth... because you're doing this all now,
Yep.
it's also, if you're going to be sending off your deed poll, it's also worth getting a letter from your doctor or from the Laurels saying that you're a female to male transsexual.
I've got one of those.
You need to send those out as well so they can
Well,
change
actually,
your
I haven't
gender.
got that. I haven't got the one that says that the change is most likely
Permanent.
to be permanent. I haven't got one of those yet.
You need to get that, and you need to send a copy of that as well because they'll be able to change your gender while they're at it.
Okay, cool.
So it's just worth doing it all at once rather than...
Cheers, Michael.
No problem.
That was some good advice for any British listeners who are changing their name and going to school as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Or just changing your name in general. You need basically what you need is you need your deed poll, which you can get for free.
Hey!
You don't have to pay for it. It's sometimes I paid for it because it's my cat's making noises. I paid for it because it's sometimes easier just to pay for it because people can be funny about it. Okay, basically.
Mine was free at the gender clinic. Hey!
Yes, yay! Laurel's is the best.
They are. They're so lovely.
But yeah, I mean, it is free. You can just print it out onto normal paper. It doesn't need a seal or anything. But people can be funny about accepting it if it's not on fancy paper with a seal. So technically, it's legal either way, but it's just easier. They could cost like £8. So if you need any info, just inbox me and I'll tell you about it. Because they're pretty easy. But all you need to do to change your name and gender in the UK is provide that deed poll and provide a letter from your doctor or from your gender identity clinic stating that you're transsexual and that the change is permanent. The permanent is the important part.
When do you tend to get the permanent one? Because I've got my 3rd appointment coming up.
Just ask it. Just ask for it.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. The guy seems nice. He'll probably do that for me.
Your therapist will do it. So
yeah, this is the last time I'll be seeing him. He wears a barrow and has blue suede shoes. He's nice. I like him.
Blue suede shoes.
Blue suede shoes.
I used to have Linda, which is cool.
Everyone there's really nice.
Yeah, it was cool because Linda is an actual trans woman as well. So having a trans woman therapist at a gender identity clinic is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't always get each other, but I still appreciated it.
Aww.
Because she didn't quite get non-binary genders.
Yeah.
And I'm not non-binary, but even then I was quite vocally supportive of non-binary genders. So.
Good way to be.
Yes.
Anyway, what else is on your list of things to talk about?
I have creepypasta on my list.
Oh, God.
No. Can we avoid creepypasta?
I love how Ali and I are both like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it
Never.
sounds like they're not up for it.
Too bad.
Wait, why was creepypasta on the list?
Mostly because I've been reading one about a cave.
Oh.
And I really like very claustrophobic stories and films. And then I watched Sanctum again because I've watched it before, and I quite like that movie as well.
There was a movie that my friend and one of my roleplay partners, shout out to Starkey by the way, I don't think she's going to hear this, but she watched Ryan Reynolds' film called Buried, I think.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah. It just reminded me of that.
Oh god, that was the worst film ever. It was laughable.
Really?
Oh, it was so bad. It was just ridiculous.
Film
Oh,
night
my.
with Michael is always fun.
Oh no, it was a good. See, I watched it with my friend Beth, and it was a good premise. And like I said, I like claustrophobic movies, so I didn't mind that it's all filmed in one spot in one place with Ryan Reynolds buried under the earth. But he did a bunch of really silly things, like he just did some really silly things, like
Specific.
it's just like he had a lighter and he was like having the lighter on, and if you're buried under the earth, and you know what flame consumes oxygen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would you just keep the lighter on all the time? You're gonna
Yeah.
Run out of
Suffocate.
oxygen.
yeah. And then like a snake somehow got in there with him through a hole in the earth, and then he tried to flamethrower the snake.
Beautiful. That's what I'd do in that situation.
I can't remember how he tried, but that's what he tried to do. He tried to flamethrower the
He
snake.
pulled the hairspray somewhere randomly from a side pocket that nobody knew he had.
He had it in his pants.
Incredible.
And then, so the last thing that I want to do if I'm trapped in a box in the earth is piss off a snake, or
And try to
set fire.
flamethrow it.
Dude, especially like unleash fire because you're gonna set yourself on fire too.
Yeah.
Yes, and you know, you're in a bloody wooden box.
This is so beautiful.
It's just,
I
it
want
was
to watch this film now.
it was the most
my
ridiculous film. It was really bad.
Oh my
Like,
god.
if you want to deal with a snake, just kind of like pin it to the wall with your elbow or something, and then just push, press.
And also, I question how the fuck a snake got 6 feet under the ground.
Wait, so wait. He was in a box.
In a box, yeah. There was like a tiny hole in the box. It's like
So
it was like
a
in a
tiny
grave.
snake.
So yeah, so it was a tiny snake.
Maybe
was
it
just-
wasn't
Yeah.
as deep. Maybe it wasn't actually 6 feet under.
Well, it must have been quite under because the oxygen wasn't getting through to him.
That's true.
Well, it would still be hard. Like even if you were like buried, like maybe 2 feet, it would still be hard because just depending on how much dirt is on you.
Yeah, it was still silly.
But Michael, I'm mildly curious about the creepypasta that you were reading, but I know I'm going to regret asking.
It's a really long one, so unless you have some time to kill, it's not really worth it. I mean, I'm talking possibly maybe 50. It's like novel length.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
God.
It's called Ted the Caver. If anyone wants to
Okay.
give it a go, I'll probably link to it. I'm not really. It's one of those things where I started it, and then I was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking long."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh no, I'm committed now."
Me with my relationship.
I have made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, so I'm maybe halfway through it, and nothing really interesting has happened yet. But it was interesting enough that it made me want to watch a movie about caving. So
I mean, the last one I read was the Ben drowned Majora's Mask one, which was really, really good, but also kind of weird.
there's some good ones and there's some shitty ones.
There was one that I read. I
The
can't
one
remember
that freaks
what
me
it
out
was.
every time is that Candle Cove one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Candle Cove.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
No, don't.
No,
But that's the
no,
one that
because
creeps me out
I
every time.
regrettably have read creepypastas in the past. I think I said this once in the podcast, where it was like, this was introduced to me because I was hanging out with my band actually, and we were all just sitting around talking, and then they brought up one of the SpongeBob creepypastas, and I had no idea what it was, and it actually got me curious enough to want to read it, and I sort of did, and I didn't sleep for literally 2 months.
Yeah, but wait, hang on. There's SpongeBob creepypasta. There is
Yeah.
I bet it's scary.
It is.
SpongeBob.
It's a fuck. What is it? It comes with a video.
Oh man, I'm gonna search this later.
Are you? Well, yeah. I won't link dump it, but I'll tell you the title of it in the chat. But
Cool.
yeah. So if you guys are super into like creepypastas, you probably already know about this because this was one of the really famous ones. And I read a Sonic one too, a Sonic creepypasta, and that one was absolutely terrible. I couldn't sleep with the light off for half a year. And then there was a nameless one that was 3 sentences long, and it scared the fuck out of me.
Wow, I haven't read that many.
I think my favourite creepypasta isn't really that creepy, but I love it. It's a Calgary one. I'll see if I can find it. But basically what it is like it's something like 100 things to do in the city of Calgary or something, which is in Canada.
The other one that I read was the Russian sleep experiment one. and
Oh,
that
I
was
remember
just-
Oh, that
Jenna
was
was
creepy.
telling me about that
Yeah.
that was
one.
gross.
What's
That
the
was
one
gross.
I remember reading? There's one called His Long Long Legs or something,
Oh,
and it's about that one was kind of interesting. That one was done with like pictures and words that you kind of clicked through.
That's
Oh.
interesting. Funny enough, I actually did a collection of creepypasta for my dissertation.
Cool.
oh yeah, you
I always
mentioned
like
that
the
a while ago.
SCPs, but they're not quite the same as creepypasta. The
Yeah.
SCP Foundation ones are always really, really cool in my opinion.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there a game of the SCP?
There's 2 different ones I've seen. One where you're like exploring the facility when the statue one has been released, and that's bad news. And another where you're just going down a staircase until eventually, like, it just keeps going on and on until eventually, like, a mask appears in front of you and
Yeah.
you're screwed.
Yeah.
There's like that one's just you just keep going until you die.
The only way
Oh.
that I was able to see that one was because I watched 11 drunk guys play that one. And I have never laughed so hard in my life.
That
Because they
sounds
got
beautiful.
so bored and then freaked out for like 3 seconds and then it was done.
Yeah, because, oh my god, the way that they screamed. I have never ever heard anybody scream like that. And it was collective, so it wasn't just like one of them was screaming. It was all of them all at once, and I was like cracking up. Them playing that and them playing Slender was really funny.
I
can't
oh,
play
I hate
Slender.
Slender.
Oh, it's
I
terrible.
just hate any mention of Slender Man, to be honest. It just
Yeah.
creeps me out.
Oh, Slender Man creeps me out the fuck out.
Yeah.
I watched a film the other day that was very Slender Man reminiscent.
Really?
I can't remember. I think it was called Taken. No, it wasn't called Taken.
No,
No, that's
Taken
the
is
Liam
has
Neeson.
nothing to do with
Yeah,
Slender
Taken
Man.
is not. No.
Unless Liam Neeson is doing something in that movie that I have no idea about.
Liam Neeson versus Slender Man.
I
You know,
would
that
watch
actually sounds pretty legit. He's been doing
I
some
would
really,
watch
like,
that.
ridiculous movies lately.
Actually, if you go with some of the Slender Man stuff, it's Slender Man has taken Liam Neeson's daughter, so he has to hunt Slender Man. There, it works.
I think Slender Man would be less creepy if he was the one being hunted. But
There's Marble Hornets videos.
But no, it was really,
Yeah.
yeah, those fucking are creepy. But it was a really creepy movie, and the thing was that I thought it was a sci-fi movie because it was listed under a sci-fi category. So I was like, oh, a sci-fi movie that I haven't seen. So I put it on at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
And I
god,
was,
Michael.
and I was watching it, and then it was about fucking aliens. These really creepy, long, Slender Man-like aliens creeping on this kid in his house. And it was doing a bunch of creepy shit, like just creepy fucking shit that Slender Man does. And my hair was, my arms are literally standing on end. It was really creepy.
Oh god.
I actually read a bunch of like the old original Slender Man blogs, the ones like before, like before Marble Hornets even, when people would just have a blog where like they'd be talking about how things were going all weird and Slender Man took over their life.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. There was like
Yeah,
I think for a while when I looked into Slenderman, there was like an archive of like links to some of those things or like some of those stories.
Ali,
What?
Just Another Fool blog. That's the one I remember. That's the first one.
can I ask you a question?
What?
Why, if you hate this stuff so much, do you look at it?
Okay, here. I need to explain this really quick, okay? Let me tell you something. You guys know how cats are, right? Whenever they get
Yeah.
curious about something, they'll do it, and then they'll scare the crap out of themselves, and then they'll just
That's what
run
I'm
away.
like.
That's
Allie's a cat.
I am the cat. I
I
will.
made a star with my audio. I'm sorry.
What? Oh.
Carry on.
I will literally. I want nothing to do with horror, gore, or creepy stuff. But if you pique my curiosity in any way, it will literally win over any fear that I
Yeah.
have.
That's what I'm like.
So that's why I know about the creepy stuff.
Also, I just remembered where I first heard of Slender Man.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be fucking embarrassing. But I used to.
no.
Are you ready? I used to be in the South Park fandom, and
The South Park fandom?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, okay, Michael! Okay! Okay!
Ooh.
Yes! Yes!
Boo, that is shameful.
I know! I first heard of Slender Man. This is gonna
That's
get
like-
worse! This is gonna get even worse, okay? I first heard about Slender Man in South Park fanfiction. There you go. Fun fact about me.
I'm trying to
I'm
decide
so
where
embarrassed.
I'm trying to decide where that fits in.
I don't
Like-
know! I can't remember!
That actually sounds pretty legit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if that's more or less awful than My Little Pony.
Oh god.
Yeah. My introduction, I remember it now. I was called the Just Another Fool blog or something like that. And that was just, I found it randomly and just read it through and it was interesting. And that was a Slenderman blog, as I found out later.
I'm so embarrassed.
The South Park fandom?
Shut up!
Oh my god.
But they
I tried to change the subject room, sorry. It didn't
But-
work.
I love you, Shadi. Thank you for trying.
but
Oh my god. Michael's like trying to comprehend this right now.
it's just why?
I asked myself the same question, but that said, if I hadn't if I hadn't been into it, I wouldn't have met all the friends that I have now because I wouldn't have got into cosplaying.
Yes, but are you sure you want to be friends with people from the South Park
They're
fandom?
not anymore. Believe me, we moved away from this fairly fast.
But the South Park fandom?
Well, that's what Rue's never gonna get away from now.
Shut up, pig went into the vagina.
No!
No, I think the South Park fandom beats that one.
Shut up. Absolutely ever speak of this again. Ali, can you please cut this part?
Just kicking back my legs and relishing in the fact that I no longer have to suffer shame.
Unfortunately, this is Ali's escape room. You're not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
I'm not
What's
cutting shit out.
But what's appealing about the South Park fandom?
I don't know, I was young and...
You were, instead of being young and foolish, you were young and rulish.
Oh!
Did you read smart about South Park characters?
Oh my
No.
god.
Did you?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. Can we not end on this? Can we just not?
Rue, do you
Sorry,
have another
Rue.
topic?
The time
I
doesn't
don't
lie.
have another topic. I don't have another... Fuck.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm not bailing you
Jules
out.
is coming over tomorrow.
I was gonna mention before that when we were talking about Slender Man, that as like in a sort of sidetrack, that I was predicting that when the Halloween skin pack was gonna come out for the Minecraft console version, they were gonna make the Enderman Slenderman, and they did. So yeah, there you go, Rue.
Thank you.
There's something really creepy about being in the South Park. No, I wasn't going to say
Fuck
that.
off. Oh, and the real creepypasta was I was never part of it. Oh, got you all there.
There's something really creepy about, I don't know what it is for me, but something about elongated limbs that really sets off my uncanny valley.
Although there was a post on Tumblr that was saying it was really weird, and I really like it, but it was saying, why are we so inherently scared of
Oh,
things
it's
that
bollocks.
I think it's really cool.
It's cool, but it's bollocks.
Yeah, no, I know it's bollocks, but I just think it's cool.
Wait,
It's like, oh, why are we inherently scared of things with dark eyes and
Blah,
things
blah,
that
blah.
look like blah blah? It's yeah, it was a post about something like, why are we all inherently scared of pale
Blankety
skin
blanket.
and big
Dark eyes
black
and
eyes and
Bare
sharp
teeth, like no lips. Yeah.
yeah,
It was
and,
really
and my
good.
answer to that is sharks. That's
Yeah.
why we're
Actually-
scared of those things.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
My good answer to that is it's also what someone looks like if they've died and have been lying out for a little bit.
That's true.
Oh.
That was another post I saw commenting on it, where like the teeth get bared out, the nails seem to get longer because skin retracts around them, stuff like that.
And yeah, but uncanny valley is a real thing as well. It's where something is human or looks human, but is enough of they look human enough that it's more creepy than if they weren't looking human.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, uncanny valley is a really interesting thing. It's why like you've got like this. If you watch, like you've got like store mannequins are creepier than
I hate store mannequins.
something, and then like something that doesn't look human at all, and an android face that is almost perfectly human but slightly off with its timing and how its facial features move is terrifying.
Oh my god. You know what's the worst part of this is that my imagination happens to be really great. I pride myself in my
same.
imagination, so I'm picturing all of this, and I'm actually
Yeah,
wanting to curl up in my bed right now.
Ali, me too.
You're fine. But no, it is really interesting. And I think that's what the Slender Man stuff and the alien stuff creeps me out, because it's an uncanny valley thing. Because they're kind of nearly there, but they're not quite.
Yep.
White ice terrifies me in like horror stuff. Like I think it was called Mama, which is like this movie that came out a while ago, and
I've heard of that.
the fucking commercials that they had for that absolutely terrified the shit out of me, because I think I don't remember if it's that movie, that there was another horror movie that came out at the same time, and there's like this girl on top of the fridge, and she's like all covered in blood, and like her eyes are super wide and creepy. Oh god, it was fucking horrible.
The only horror film I've watched actually turned out not to be very scary. It was a Spanish film, and I think it was called The Orphanage.
Alright.
It was really, really good. It was meant to be scary, I think, but in the end, it just wasn't.
Rue,
Yeah.
can I ask you something?
It depends. What are you gonna ask, Michael?
Were you in the Family Guy family?
No. God, no.
And I think that's cast. I think we can call it on that.
Oh, Michael, I fucking hate you. But guys, guess what?
What?
Jules is coming over tomorrow.
Yay! Shout out to Jules!
Yay.
Guess who's gonna get some?
We're
It's
up all
me.
night
I don't
for
know.
good fun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night to get some.
We're up
We're
all
up
night
all
to
night to
get
get
lucky.
lucky.
We're up all night to
I'm
get
good.
lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. See, I'm like,
So
Actually,
bad.
so am I.
Rue stopped recording early because he hates you, basically. He hates you, audience. He didn't want to say goodbye.
here's the truth, guys. Rue actually hates
We had to force
everybody.
him to come back.
He's too ashamed of his
Shut up.
South Park fandom.
Shut up.
Rue, what about the Simpsons fandom?
The Simpsons are good. I like Simpsons.
So you're in the Simpsons fandom, then, would you say?
Don't fucking talk to me.
We love you, Rue.
Did you have a little crush on
Oh
on
my
Marge?
god.
Who doesn't, man? That hair. Woo! Woo!
What about the
Alright.
Hey Arnold fandom?
There is a
I can't
Hey
even
Arnold
remember
fandom.
Hey Arnold, except for he had like a fucking rugby ball shaped head.
I liked Hey Arnold.
And he wore a kilt
I
as well.
only
which was
remember,
cool.
like,
Did you
one
just
episode
call
of it.
it a rugby shaped
Yeah,
head?
rugby ball.
Yeah, it's a rugby shaped head. Yeah.
Football.
No,
No, it's
it's a
rugby.
rugby
Allie,
ball.
now you're arguing with British people about
Here we go
football.
again. She called him football head.
No, it's a rugby
Yeah, but
ball.
he's still a rugby ball.
Fight me. Fight me.
Fucking
We
bring
will,
it!
Ali. We will.
Bring it.
Bring it!
Bring all my American stuff. I'll bring cheeseburgers.
I'll bring all
and
my South Park fandom friends. We'll have a showdown.
I'll fuck you up. I swear, me mom.
That should fucking be done.
Ah.
Right.
Sorry, this hair fell on my arm and I thought it was an insect and it scared the fuck out of me.
Oh my
I
God.
hate that.
Ugh.
Even worse, I hate when it is actually an insect.
Yeah. Oh god, that happened to me once. I was just hanging out with Janelle, and then I felt like what felt like a hair on my neck, and then I just like kept scratching, and then it just kept itching, and then I reached back and I felt the bug, and I screamed so high, like the neighbors probably heard me, and he was like, "What? What?" I was like, "There was a bug," and then I started crying. End of story. I'm a big baby.
Aw.
Yeah,
Ali,
no.
I've just realised how much I've essentially fucked you over on trying to get the timing back on my recording, and I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. I usually manage to do like if I could hear like the headphones or the audio like through headphones or whatever a little bit, that helps me a lot.
Okay.
So thanks for that to whoever it happens to this week. If it happens to a different person every week.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
It likes rewind by.
Yeah.
Aww. That's funny because I don't like you, Michael.
No. Well, I'm not exactly complaining considering you're part of the South Park fandom.
It was a dark time in my past. Okay?
First I
God.
was afraid. I was petrified.
That's all, folks.
Kept thinking
Okay,
I'd
yes, we'll say
never
goodbye.
without you by my side.
Bye.
Wait, no, I want to
Bye-bye.
plug a thing really quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. No, okay, so like really quick, I just released the first episode of our Team Sparkle Shine podcast last Saturday, so if you guys want to hear it, I will provide it in the link dump. I also provided plenty of trigger warnings in the description and the Tumblr post and the audio and everything. It's on YouTube and it's on SoundCloud, so you can do whichever one. So yeah. Yay.
Okay.
congratulations on that, Allie.
Thank you.
Listen, before I do close it down, do we have anyone else?
I have realised that I have not once promoted my feminism blog at all, which is weird because that's where I tend to actually blog the most nowadays. But
Well, that's because your stalker hadn't found it, but I suppose they have now.
yeah, but they haven't come back since I was fucking laughing at them, so you know, whatever.
Okay.
Bye bye,
That's
motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, no. My main blog is obviously always in the link dump, but if you want to follow me for all my feminist views and my anger at various people in my life when I post about how much I dislike them, you can find me at feelingsandfeminism.tumblr.com.
Yay.
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 And I suppose I should plug my personal. Now that I'm thinking about it, I made a personal blog. It's called Michael Talks Back. Couldn't believe that L wasn't taken.
I don't understand the URL. What are you referencing?
I'm just referencing myself talking
Shameless
Oh, okay.
self-promotion. God, Michael, what is wrong with
Yeah.
you?
Jeez.
Ugh, gross.
Using your feminist Rooster Teeth blog to promote your personal stuff. What a terrible person.
Not even
Yeah.
just your feminist Rooster Teeth blog, your feminist Rooster Teeth podcast.
God.
Yeah.
God, what a terrible
Get
bastard.
out of here.
back. I'm evil.
Here you are.
I'm not allowed to use my feminist Rooster Teeth personality to be anything personal at all.
No.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep, that's
It's
how
so
it works.
bad.
That's it. That's how
That's
the
not
system
why
is.
people follow me.
That's all for now.
Alright,
Bye.
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 Everyone. Bye. Bye.
Tease it. Django. Tease it.